series on my channel called the Neighborhood series, where each episode I add a different house to the neighborhood. But the only twist is every house I add has to be a different aesthetic. And so far I've added a townhouse, and then I kind of forgot about it, and that was 6 months ago. So after many threats and comments, I've decided to bring back the series and add a second building to the neighborhood, which is going to be a Japanese inspired house. And this comment was made by someone called Riley, so I decided to name the plot after Riley. And if you guys want me to potentially name a house after you guys, all you have to do is comment down below your name and what house style you want me to do. Okay, so the plots in the neighborhood are very, very small, but that's the way I like it. So this is the plot where we're going to be adding the Japanese inspired house. As you can see, it's not too big. That's fine with me, okay? I don't care. I kind of came out with this layout 5 minutes ago, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot exactly what I'm gonna be doing. I'm actually gonna lay out everything that I want. I don't even think I've built a Japanese inspired house before, even though it's my favorite aesthetic to do. Okay, bedroom's gonna be here. Don't ask why the bedroom's so small. I feel like the smaller the house, the better it will look, because then you can add more detail to it. Ow. I mean, why do you need a big house when you can just have a humble home? I just add a broken toilet in the bathroom. Not that humble, please. A bit more classy here, darling. I changed my mind. Bedroom's gonna be in here. Bathroom's gonna be in here. Now, in like typical Japanese houses, they will have a tea room. I want the tea room in here. The kitchen will go here. Living room in here. And then this is gonna be a nice garden. There's something about Japanese houses that are just so calming. Every time I look at one, I'm just like, I want to live in there, please. This is like the what the veranda, that's it. This is the veranda that somewhat leads out into the balcony here. Before we get into all the juicy juice, I want to add the roof. Kind of scared to do this because I don't know how Japanese roofs look like. Japan house. Okay, these are what typically the roofs look like. A lot of detail instead of your basic, boring, flat roof. So what I might do is maybe add a mansard roof like this, and then bring this all the way to the bottom, and then add another one and lift this up a little bit. I can't believe I started this series over like, I think it was 8 months ago. Oh my gosh, building a neighborhood in BLOXBURG 8 months ago. Stop. And in episode 2, that was 6 months ago. Oh, do you reckon this series is gonna go on for like years? I'm constantly gonna forget about it. No, listen, okay? This is gonna be a weekly occurrence. We are gonna fill up all of the houses in this neighborhood if it's the last thing I do. Listen, I've completed my town series. Now we just have to do the opening to that. Now we just have to do the neighborhood series. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay, I am gonna leave that for the roof. Wait, can I add a flared mansard roof? Why am I adding so many roofs? Like, do I know what I'm doing? Not really. Okay, maybe I just need to paint it. Okay, let's paint it. I know we're sticking with these roof shingles. Maybe in a flint color to kind of break it up. Also, my ears are itchy. I think my earring has mold on it, and I just put it in my ear. Oh! Ew! What the f? Okay, for the material, I think concrete. Oh, wait, can we put multiple layer of wood paneling on? Wait, if we put wood paneling, hold on. Okay, wood paneling mixed with standard rail molding, so I can have a little wood beam there. Oh my gosh, cute. And just to give that roof a little bit of extra detail, I'm gonna go around adding crown molding at the bottom, which is the same material as the roof. Also, why does this roof look like a crocodile? I don't know. I'm so scared to build in BLOXBURG nowadays because I feel like you guys know I'm not the best builder. I just build like for fun. You know, one of you guys asked me the other day, can you renovate my house? And I had a look at their house, and oh my gosh, it was like the most beautiful house I think I've ever seen in BLOXBURG. And I'm like, babe, if I renovate your house, that will be called a glow down. Like, don't let me touch your house. Okay, that, oh my god, stop. I love it, love it. I think I might cry actually. I'm like the best builder ever. Like, look at this, look at this. And for the can't say this word, for the balcony, I'm just gonna say porch. For the porch outside, we're just gonna use a flat roof where we want the balcony and the garden as well, because we're also gonna cover this with a pool. See this photo on Pinterest, how the house is covered by a pond? You already know, mate. We are grabbing a pool and we're adding it literally all around the house. I am not kidding. I want this entire thing to be a pond, like a floating Japanese house, if you will. See, like, look how gorgeous that looks. How do I make a fancy footpath though? I kind of want to add little tiny stepping stones. I mean, because it is going to be pretty dark. Some lights. Just kidding, we're not adding lights. We are adding bamboo sticks. So when you walk in the house, it's nice and ambient. And this is going to be the garden. So we're going to make this out of grass. So we need to make sure to add some pillars around the balcony. Make sure there's like some structure holding up the house so it doesn't look stupid. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but I want the outside to look somewhat like this. So maybe instead of having a fence around the outline here, we'll add rock. Wait, how did I used to make custom bamboo? Did you guys remember my custom bamboo? I think it was a pillar. Was it a pillar? I think it was a round pillar, and then we made it green with vertical planks. See, that kind of looks like bamboo, kind of. I don't know. And then we can just add a few here and there. And right now it's looking a little bit crazy. So to break it up, we changed the size of a few of them. I know. You know what they call me? They call me the bamboo expert. Oh my god, look how big I can make that bamboo. Oh my god, that's as big as your egg. Cute little bamboo sticks. I want to eat them. I wish I could get this cherry blossom tree. I really need to up my gardening level because I cannot have nice trees because my gardening level is like 0. There we go. Very cute. Okay, and what should we have out here? Maybe a fireplace? I mean, who doesn't want a fireplace in their backyard? Realistically though, that might catch on fire with all the bamboo sticks, but it's okay. You know what though? To add a little bit more detail to this house, we're gonna go around all the corners and add pillars. Oh my gosh, guys, I messed up the floor on the balcony. Are you joking? If I get rid of the roof, it's gonna get rid of all the pillars. Oh, fine. I'll just re-add them. I'll re-add them. It's fine. I don't care. I am fuming! Okay, there we go. The outside's done. I don't want a fence around here, okay? Listen, if you fall, that's on you. Maybe just don't fall and then you'll be fine. Outside here is very spooky, so we're gonna add these cute square lantern path lights. I did not even know these were a thing until literally just then. I looked at them like, I've never used that before. It's kind of cute because it lights up the house in a very subtle way. So next up, the doors and the windows. What's like a typical Japanese style door? This is why it takes me hours to build a house. It's a door, Alaska. No one cares about the door. Watch me, I don't care. I'll add this one. I just realized I probably should have added the windows before I added everything else. I know that I want this to be one big window. Oh, this is so annoying. I want to add this frame sliding door, but I can't add it because there's windows. So I have to add it first and then you add the windows. It's so dumb. BLOXBURG, why would you do this to me? Okay, whoa, the windows are done, I think. Okay, so now that the outside's done, we can finally start working on the inside. I know, after many years later. I don't know if I like the windows on top of the windows though. Okay, never mind. I have to try and make sure I use my space as efficiently as possible. There is really not much room in here. This is technically meant to be the hallway. You know what? Who cares? We can have a tight little hallway. Now, here's what's going on with the floors. Normal plank for the floor, except layer it a few times. In a few times, I mean 3. We're not gonna go crazy. And then for the bedrooms and the bathrooms, I want this to be a little bit different. See how on the floors they will have carpet? That is what I want to do. So we're gonna get rid of this. Okay, so what if we get this outlined carpet, except make it small, and if we paint it a certain way, we'll kind of come up with this cool pattern. Say bada bing bada boom. And we can even do the same for the tea room. I think tea rooms are so cute. I low-key want a tea room now. And maybe for the walls on the inside, okay, hear me out, dirt stains, mix of wall trims, okay? Never in my life did I think that I would be adding dirt stains voluntarily in my house, but you know what? Life is weird. What can I say? I don't know if I like it or not. It just makes it look timeless. The only walls we'll paint differently is the bedroom and the bathroom. That way it doesn't look like someone shits all over the walls. You're welcome. And then bathrooms can be wood on wood. I want it to look like a sauna. See, look how cozy that looks. Looks like a little chocolate. I don't even know what that means, but yeah. All right, walls are complete. So now, finally, we can start decorating, which feels like forever. Okay, so one thing I want for this house is to make sure it's not cluttered with furniture. In most of the houses I will add heaps of furniture and sometimes go overboard, but not this time, okay? I want to make sure to make it feel like a very zen, cozy home. See, look, the entryway is already looking amazing. Oh my gosh. I know this is probably so extra, but I really want to make a custom chandelier. I have an idea. If we get a light box, put it on top of a basic shape, make it in the shape of a lantern, get small square beams, and then because this is on a basic shape, we can lift it up to the roof. Oh, that looks amazing. Ah!
You're the punk I've heard about.
Okay, so that's our entryway. Very cute, very minimalistic. I'm gonna add some more lanterns on the floor. So then for our living room, we have this weird little space. And I low-key want to turn this into the laundry room. I don't know why. I feel like it just makes sense here, okay? Like the Japanese houses usually have their laundry room in the lounge room. Probably not, but we have this awkward space. And it's like, what do I put here? See, I don't hate it. I thought it was gonna look stupid, but you know what? It looks good to me. This is really confusing. I know BLOXBURG has detergent. I just can't find it. Found it, never mind. I literally typed up detergent and nothing came up. All right, I take back everything I said about not liking this idea. Having the laundry in this small little confined space. Genius. Oh, we can't change the color of the detergent. No one wants a bright blue detergent bottle. Okay, so that's our laundry room. It's kind of giving like a 90s Japanese house. Then we can just close this off, add a double frosted glass door. Okay, so then lounge room. Now, because the walls in here are a bit the same, I'm gonna have custom wallpaper to break it up. This is quite frankly the smallest living room I think I've ever done. So we're really gonna have to utilize our space very well. I want a vintage TV because I think vintage TVs are cute. And obviously we can't fit like a big fat, oh, I take that back. Maybe we can fit one big fat lounge. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say we can't fit a big lounge, but maybe one sofa. Wow, I'm kind of shocked. And then instead of other big sofas, we just add an ottoman. For coffee table, I think to just keep this as simple as possible. Just a rectangular cube. Nothing too crazy. I know, can you believe it? We're not having an insane, crazy textured coffee table. What has the world come to? Okay, these lounges are too dark. I want bright lounges. Oh, and maybe for the decorations, we can have a tray, some incense sticks, some creepy vases that people have in their home. I don't know why I'm talking so creepily. See, that doesn't look too bad. I like it. I would sit there and watch TV all day, even though that's not entirely true because I have the attention span of a 2-year-old. The sad thing is I cannot even tell you the last time I actually sat down properly and watched a show. Like, I hate it. I wish I could just sit down and enjoy a show without being like, I feel like I should do something more productive with my time. No, just sit down and watch the show. Also, I think I just made a build hack. So lounge room is done. I'm gonna copy this cute chandelier that I added in the entryway. You cannot tell me that doesn't look adorable. Maybe just a few more floor lamps because it is very dark in here. Is it weird that I like how dark it is though? I don't know why. It just makes the house feel so much more realistic. But yeah, that's our living room. So then next up we have the kitchen, which is just back here. I want my kitchen to look something like this, which means I know the forbidden linen in the kitchen. I don't know why people hate linen so much. I don't even think it looks that bad, to be honest. I think people are just being dramatic. Although I do remember someone was talking about my channel once and they go, Alaska only uses linen in her builds. And I'm like, oh, that is not true. But then I was like, oh wait, why do I care?
Oh wait, I just realized I don't care.
Okay, custom island bench because all the island benches suck. I kind of love the black with the wood. I didn't know how it was going to turn out at first, but to be quite frank with you, she looks quite splendid. I just realized who's even going to live in these houses once they're built? It's going to have one big empty neighborhood. It's literally going to look like a ghost town by the time I'm done with it. Also, apparently, I didn't know this. Most people nowadays put all of their kitchen stuff, like their toaster and their kettle in their pantry. It doesn't look ugly on their island bench, but they will have unuseful things like a pedal and mortar on their island bench, and I'm just like, what?
Why?
Okay, so I think the kitchen's done. It's a lot of wood, but that's what I was going for. And then lastly, we just need stools. Oh, and lighting. I might just use these geometric chandeliers, to be honest. Don't worry, guys. I'll also use normal lighting as well. I know. So then next we have the tea room. So tea rooms are pretty simple. Maybe we can do something like this. I don't even know what a tea room's for, to be honest. Japanese tea room is a room built specifically to use for sharing the way of tea. Well, obviously, this makes me want a tea room in my house. You know what? Stuff it. When I get my own place, I'm making my own tea room. You can't stop me. All right, we can use simple ottomans for the seats. And I guess we have our little teacups on here. Actually, if we're gonna have a tea room, we might need to add a tea kettle. Just realized we never added a kettle in the kitchen. Oh, and then this modern chandelier. Oh, she cute or whatever. Okay, now we just have to finish the bathroom. And because there's windows, I'm gonna break it up by having a wall here. Then we can fit the toilet in this corner, so it's nice and secluded. And and 2 floating sinks for him and her, or her and her, or him and him.
Both men and women, and non-binary people of all gender appropriations, and the pronouns, everyone is included.
I love how at the start of the video, I was like, I'm not gonna make this house too detailed. And so far, this feels like the most detailed house I've ever done, even though it's so small. Which I guess is good, because every time I build a house, I feel like I make it too big, but then when adding the furniture, it's so small. And yes, we're adding a bathtub in here. And to make it zen plants. Wait, can we have waterfalls? Waterfalls above the bathtub. Oh my gosh. Stop. Now for the lighting, I don't want to add too much harsh lighting in here. So literally just like that. That is perfect. Ah, yes. And the towels, kind of forgot about them. And now lastly, we just have the bedroom to finish. So this is how a traditional Japanese style bedroom looks. Most of the beds are very close to the floor that I've noticed. So I was jokingly adding a sleeping bag before, and then I got rid of it. But you know what? We're adding it back because it actually makes sense having it in here. I don't know why, but I'm kind of scared to have my bedroom on the floor, because what if like a monster kills me in my sleep? And you know why they killed me? Because I was close to the floor. That's why. This is really funny. Actually, when I was little, every time I thought a monster was gonna come in my room and eat me, I would just put my blankets over my head, and guess what? I'd be safe. That is our bed. Kind of looks cozy though. And you know what? We might as well have a TV in here. Not like a super big TV, because then it will take up the view. Just a cozy TV like this. We should probably have paintings in here to make it feel more homey. And also on this side of the wall, because it's so empty, I just realized we don't have room for our clothes. I'm gonna add one of these fancy wardrobes. And for a final touch to this house, slippers. The one thing we have not added to this entire house is slippers. Everyone has to take off their shoes to be respectful. So our Japanese house is finally complete. Here is what it looks like from the outside. So if we come inside, this is our entryway. We have our slippers, and then this leads straight into the living room. It's a small living room, but I think it worked out pretty well. At first, I didn't know how I felt about the laundry room right next to the living room, but you know what? I think this is like the perfect use of this space. And back here we have the kitchen. There's a lot of wood in this kitchen. Let's hope I don't set a fire in this kitchen, because if I do, this house is going to burn. What I love about this kitchen is the tea kettle, because once we make some tea, we can make our way to the tea room, which is right across from the kitchen. I love this so much. Look, we can sit here, have our little cup of tea, enjoy the view from outside. Now that I'm thinking of it, I never added a door to go out into the porch, so there's no way to get out here. And then in here we have the bathroom. The bathroom has to be one of my favorite rooms in this house, just because of how ambient everything is. I feel like I'm literally inside of a waterfall in this bathtub. I probably should have put the wall over here and then added the toilet there, because I just realized I added the toilet right here, right? So if someone's walking past the balcony, like, oh, surprise, that's me doing a poop.
Oh, hello there!
So yeah, probably not a good idea, but that's okay. And then if we make our way down this hallway, of course we have the balcony, which is my personal favorite. And then if we continue going down here, it leads into the bedroom, which, oh my gosh, this bedroom, honey, let me tell you, if I had this bedroom in real life, you wouldn't see me for at least 5 to 7 business weeks. Like, I'd just be taking a fat cozy nap here and you wouldn't hear from me. So yeah, that is my little Japanese home. You know what? Not to be biased, but I think so far, the Japanese house is my favorite compared to the townhouse. I mean, you know what? We still have many houses to add to the neighborhood. Hope you guys enjoyed episode 3 of my neighborhood series, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!